Pat, did you hear me? Can you reconnect Facebook? It kicked us off.
Patric Fransko. If we haven't met, I appreciate you guys tuning in. This is a session that we're going to be calling Marketing Monday. I've been asked a lot of questions with regard to marketing, specifically for small to medium-sized businesses like most window film shops. Hopefully be able to answer the questions that I talk to people about every day, but on a broader scale. Hello, everybody. It's Patric Fransko. I'm here on a Monday, another episode of Marketing Monday. Welcome to another episode of Marketing Monday. Marketing Mondays. I'm Patric Fransko. Aaron West, excited to come back this week. We got a bunch of information to share.
Marketing Mondays number 50.
Marketing Mondays number 65.
Episode 78.
Marketing Mondays number 84, everybody.
84, man. We are getting up there.
This is Marketing Mondays number 88.
This is Marketing Mondays number 90. This is Marketing Mondays 95.
Welcome to Marketing Mondays 98. Welcome to Marketing Mondays 99.
99. One more.
Congrats, Patric, on 100 episodes. It's awesome to have been a part of about half of all of these. I think I started editing on episode 50. So this is huge. I'm excited. For today. Thank you so much for making me a part of this. I look forward to everything that we're going to be doing in the future.
Hello, this is Eric. Congrats on the 100 episodes, Patric, and thank you for everything you do for the industry.
Hey, Patric. I heard you've done 100 episodes. Congratulations. That's really cool. Have a great day and good luck on 100 more. Thanks. Bye.
Congrats on 100 Marketing Mondays. Only somebody like you that likes to talk so much could pull something like that off.
Congratulations on your 100th episode.
Congratulations, Pat, on the 100th episode of Marketing Mondays. Excited to see where you guys take this in the future. Take care.
Pat, 100 episodes of Marketing Mondays. Congratulations, man. You definitely have so much to share with others, and looking forward to seeing what the next 100 bring. Cheers, brother.
Hey, Patric, congratulations on 100 episodes. Thank you for everything you've done for GeoShield. Thank you for everything you've done for the industry. Keep it up. You're the man. Thanks.
Hey, Patric, congrats on 100. You definitely don't look that old, so keep it up. Oh, congrats on 100 episodes. Congrats on 100 episodes. Keep it up, Patric. Marketing Mondays.
Hello, and welcome to Marketing Mondays 100. I hope you liked our new open. I hope Patric did especially.
Yeah,
so.
That was awesome. Thanks for pulling that together.
No problem.
Was awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, it's cool to go and look back at the first one and kind of see that your mission at the beginning is still the same now, and kind of going forward, we want to help small to medium-sized businesses. And I think we've helped a lot of them, and it's been awesome to hopefully help a lot more. So, and I also will say we've got I'm pointing the wrong way. We've got an extra member. This is Matthew, who's a part of our team.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Right.
So we want to welcome
for having
him
me, guys.
as well. Yeah.
Glad to be here.
Thanks, everybody, for joining. Thanks for that great intro. I wanted to start by saying the two guys that are on Marketing Mondays with me today are the two guys that I recently partnered with. You probably got the information about Eye Magnet Management partnering, and both Ronnie and Matthew are the two other owners in Eye Magnet Management, and we're pretty excited about it because we really feel that this is a joining of the strengths. Essentially, you've got me that you guys all know that I love to talk to people and be a people person. Matthew is kind of a guru when it comes to websites and hosting and servers and all the technical elements. And Ronnie really understands the what we would call the retained marketing and the content creation and things like that. In addition to the other members of our team, this is the ownership group, and we are really excited about merging together these three strengths to really bring you guys some changes at Eye Magnet Management that are really going to leverage the strength of each one of us to bring you the best possible experience with our agency. So with that, by the way, Ronnie, I like your choice of shirts. I always like to see the Window Film Pro shirts out there. So, and I believe that's a Tint Wiz hat. It's the blackout Tint Wiz hat.
Yes, it is.
So
I'm just in very poor lighting here on the deck in Florida. So
yeah,
sorry.
Definitely a really cool hat. I was fortunate that they sent me one of those as well. But we did want to talk a little bit about, we've got a bunch of stuff to give away for Tint Wiz. I want to thank Eric and the team over there for giving us a bunch of stuff to give away. I do want to make sure that we're showing up in the different groups and everything like that, because we did have some technical difficulties. So let me just check to make sure that we are showing up, and if we are, then we can continue on. So, but just
that's my fault. So I did just check Facebook. I did see we were on there. So I apologize if my video is sketchy or glitchy. So hopefully we can power through. But if it doesn't work, we will repost this everywhere in a clean fashion as best we can.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Let me just, okay. So got it. Okay. So with that being said, I want to just touch base really quickly on some of the things that we're going to give away. We actually have 3 giveaways, and they're all pretty substantial from Tint Wiz. This is actually a Little Whistler lunchbox full of stuff. I mean, literally full of stuff. Also, some different flags and things like that. I need to get the camera thing figured out. And a nice Tint Wiz hat. That's one of the packages. Another one of the other 2 packages are literally bags, like backpack bags, just full of Tint Wiz stuff. Flags, dash towels, tools, coffee cups, everything like that. Just 2 big bags full of Tint Wiz stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to, anybody that leaves comments during this podcast, we are going to enter to win these Tint Wiz bags. So we're going to choose anybody. So if you're watching and you want to get one of these bags, leave a comment. I don't care if it's a hello, it's a question, whatever it is, leave a comment and we will enter you to potentially win one of these. So if you're on right now, if you know, and I'll reiterate this as we keep going, so as people come in, they know that that's what they need to do. But essentially, if you leave a comment, you'll automatically be entered to win one of these Tint Wiz packages. Believe me when I tell you, you're going to want it. If there's stuff that's in there that's newer stuff. There's stuff that's in there from that you probably can't even get anymore. So these are going to be some pretty cool packages. If you go ahead and leave a comment, we'll put you in to enter that giveaway. So that being said, as we go forward, I thought what we would do is, I think everybody's pretty familiar with me and my backstory and things like that. Ronnie, I know you've been doing this for a couple episodes with me, and more than a couple dozen, more than a couple dozen probably. But
around
Matt,
30.
People that are watching probably haven't really had a chance to meet you unless they're a client of ours and they've interacted with you that way. I need to figure out this camera thing. This third of a thing, I'm slicing myself off. So anyway, Matt, why don't you go ahead and tell people a little bit about your background, tell people about 777 and things like that before the merger.
Sure, absolutely. Well, happy to be a part of this thing, hopping on here with you guys. Believe it or not, I think, Pat, we're coming up on 8 years now that I've been working with you. You know, I mean, shortly after you launched Eye Magnet. I mean, granted, it was more of a contracting type role. Prior to Eye Magnet, I had done I had some technical background with some things and whatnot, and I remember connecting with you, and you just obviously mentioning that the launch of this thing and just the momentum that it had already been gaining, and needing some help, and obviously hopping on board with you and getting things rolling. Just it's wild how fast things just kind of took off, and how I was able to come on board and just kind of help you grow this thing over the years. And so obviously many, like you said, probably are familiar with my voice if I've worked with you over the phone. From a technical standpoint, anything web development related, that's definitely my cup of tea. I have a background with a lot of design type stuff, and so getting into working with Eye Magnet with all the web development and technical related stuff was just a natural progression of the background that I have with just all the creative stuff. And so love what I do, love what I'm able to help with in terms of Eye Magnet, and just creating a beautiful online presence, whether it's website related or anything that pertains to that. And then obviously all the tech stuff, that kind of comes around on the back end of things, to make sure that everything is working properly, functioning, and just performance is as high as it could be. So
absolutely. And I mean,
awesome,
obviously, like you have been, we've been working together for a long time, and I mean, I think it's that I've really enjoyed seeing your growth too, from a standpoint of obviously the technical end of it that you really manage has really grown a lot over those 7 years. And, you had to be dedicated to ongoing education and things like that, to the point where now half the time when you're doing, I don't even know what you're doing. I'm just like, yeah, do what you do, because I don't even know what that is exactly on some of the cases. So obviously, like I said, from what we're, the structure, just so you guys will be aware, if you're watching this now or if you're watching it later, will be primarily that I'm working a lot consumer face. What is that? Is that my ear pods that went out, or no? Can you still hear me?
We got you.
I think my ear pods went out, but I can still hear you on my other speaker. So essentially, I will still be client facing, things like that. Ronnie, along with his team internally, is going to be handling retained clients, content creation, things like that. And Matthew and his team are going to be handling a lot of the web development, updates to websites, the hosting packages that we offer, things like that. So again, I think you're really going to find that we really pulled together kind of expertise from a variety of 3 different areas, to where we can really, instead of any of the 3 of us trying to wear all 3 hats, we're really going to focus on what we have the most strengths on. So, by the way, I see Eric from Skins Tech is entered to win one of the Tint Wiz bags. If you were listening, in fact, like I said, I mean, we might be hitting it at a wrong time right now, but we don't have a ton of people on. But I want to make sure, if you start tuning in, if you leave a comment, you're going to be entered to win one of these Tint Wiz bags. So
I'm going to leave the scroll up, Patrick, so everybody knows.
Cool. Excellent. So with that being said, as far as that goes, Ronnie, I know people kind of got to know you a little bit, but I'd like you to sort of share a little bit of your, what you're looking forward to in the new organization, and a little bit of what you brought from Run West Media, and how that's, your side of the equation. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. So it all started for me essentially in the Army. I was placed in the Psychological Operations Battalion, which essentially was marketing the U.S. to other countries when we were in them. And so there I kind of learned a lot of different pieces, but didn't really apply it. I was still kind of working odd jobs and doing different things. And as I started going, I kind of came across a few different things and realized I wanted to do things that I enjoy doing. I want to enjoy my time when I'm working and not be stuck or tied down to like a 9-to-5 job. And so I had all these other little skills that I didn't really know what to do with. And then as the years kind of went on, I slowly started putting things together. And I think right around the pandemic is when I realized, hey, this is I can provide services that I think people and businesses can benefit from. And so I think I kind of caught your attention by starting like the Talking Film podcast. And so for me, having worked with Interwest for 10 years and then started doing and created their social media accounts and kind of grew those, or some of them. I know you kind of created some of them as well. So that kind of turned in. I was like, hey, there's a businesses that can start using my talents. And so as we kind of move forward, having the experience within the window film industry with me and my team, Cindy, that you saw, if you guys have been on the phone and ordered from Interwest at any point in the last, or minus the last 2 years, the 8 years before that, Cindy had worked with a lot of people doing purchases. And so we definitely have the understanding of the window film industry, but I think all of us are kind of looking to see what can we do outside of it that fits with what we want to do with the way that we want to grow. So I think that in itself is something that excites me. I think just kind of having this kind of new path that we're kind of going along into, I think is something that is very exciting. And hopefully we can help a lot more companies as we grow. We want to help other companies grow as well. And so I think that's, to me, what gets me excited and wants to continue on doing this and talk to more people.
Well, and I think that the great thing is you had mentioned Cindy, who came from Interwest. She was there almost 10 years. Obviously, Matt's been working hand in hand with me for many years. I myself am coming up on 25 years in the window film industry. Ronnie, you were about 10 years. So when we really add it all up, we're really over 50 years combined experience in and around the window film industry, which I think puts us in a pretty unique position in the fact that not only do we understand the marketing, which I think is important, but I don't think we're unique in the fact that we understand the marketing. I think there's a lot of agencies out there that understand the marketing element of it. I think that what makes us a little bit different is we understand the marketing element of it, and we also understand the window film industry. That's where I think we're a little bit different in the fact that, again, because we have clients that are not in the window film industry. We have clients that are anything from an attorney to we're just bringing on a new client that sells artisan pickles and seasoned meat. So, we have clients that are not in the window film industry, but the core people in our company came from the window film industry, and we work with a tremendous amount of window film companies and paint protection, ceramic coating, the whole 9 yards. So that really gives us a lot of experience in that particular niche, which allows us, when we learn something that we're doing with a client in Nebraska, we could potentially, because we only work with one client in each market, we could take some of those things we're learning specific to this particular market and use those with other clients as well, where other agencies might be working with one window film company or a couple window film companies. We're currently working with over 100 window film companies in total. So I think it puts us in a unique spot that other people don't really, that other agencies don't have. That doesn't mean anything about those agencies. There's a lot of great agencies. It just is pointing out maybe a little bit of a differentiation with us that maybe other agencies don't have. So that being said, I want to jump into a little bit. Actually, Eric, thanks for the stuff, Eric. We're going to be giving this stuff away. So if you're listening in right now and you want a chance to win one of these big, I got to get this camera right. You want to win one of these big Tint Wiz giveaway bags? It's a pretty awesome set. Make sure you go ahead and put a comment in. We're going to choose at the end of the podcast who gets these. There's only 3 of them, so make sure you comment. You can only be entered once, so it doesn't matter if you comment 20 times. You only get entered once. But if you leave a comment, it could even be hi guys, anything. If you leave a comment, you're entered to win one of these. So.
Oh yeah. So thanks, Zach, Cato, Rob, of course. Thank you for doing the video as well.
Yeah.
So one of the things I think we mentioned,
you're not winning it. You're with Tint Wiz. You don't get it. You can't win.
So one of the things that we were going to talk about is This was our 100th episode. It's also just past your 9-year anniversary of running the company. And so one of the things that you had talked about and we wanted to kind of discuss and throw out there, and now thankfully having Matt on here, we can kind of discuss a whole realm of different things, was how has the website creation, marketing, what things have really changed or that you've really noticed over the last 9 years?
You talking to me or Matt?
I'll start with Pat. Let's start with you.
Well, I would just say the level that we're doing now, the level of work we're doing. I mean, I would say that I always felt comfortable with the quality and the value of the work that we're doing. But as we've learned over the years, and as Matt has learned a lot more, you've come on and brought new skills. The level of work we're doing as an agency now is light years ahead of what we were doing 8 years ago. I think if Matt and I were to look back at a website we built 8 years ago, we'd be like, man, what were we thinking? But it was good value, and I think it was a solid product at the time. I just feel like because we're so far ahead now of what we used to do, that looking back at it makes me proud because it means we've evolved as an agency and continued to learn. We're not continuing, we're not a one-trick pony, just continuing to recycle and do the same thing. We're trying to learn, and we've got some new initiatives that we're getting ready to launch for all of our existing clients and new clients coming on board that we're looking to launch the beginning of Q2. So I think how things have changed is the fact that 8 years ago, digital marketing was definitely a thing. But you still sometimes had to convince people that they needed to be active on Facebook or they needed to be active on Instagram. Now it's assumed. It's like it's no longer like, okay, you've got to go through the first process of really explaining to people why they need to be active. Now I think people just automatically understand that this is like a necessity for doing business in 2024, and that's a big change. I'd love to hear Matt's thoughts, but that's a big change. And I think the other big change before I tee it over to Matt is people used to want to build websites that were everything in the kitchen sink, like 50-page websites, whatever, put everything in them. And I think what's happened now is a website's a credibility piece. It needs to look great. It needs to put your company's best foot forward. But people don't want to sit on a mobile device, which is where 90% of internet traffic is happening these days, and read paragraph after paragraph. So the whole idea of what a website should look like has changed a lot in the 9 years as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think too, when I think back to when, at the very beginning of the early stages of Eye Magnet, I mean, obviously we were still somewhat long past the old static websites, that were built, using, different types of technology that have obviously grown tremendously with all the different languages, that, we have now that we didn't have back then, or at least have been updated. And so, I think we were kind of in this transitionary period where, you still had some people on old static sites, that were kind of moving along. And now with just the features that are out there, with even just AI and all these different new things that we have at our fingertips, it allows us to do way more than what we could ever even imagine, and to your point, Pat, I think too, it's something where, we always try to, always be ahead of the curve, with what's going on. I mean, obviously there's many fads out there and whatnot that kind of die off pretty quickly, but we definitely have always tried to position ourselves to be at the forefront of what's, going to be the latest, what's coming out, what people want to see. And so to be able to look back at sites that, I developed 8 years ago till now is just leaps and bounds, not just from, structural aspects, but design and just, we live in a world nowadays where, as we know, everyone kind of has a bit of ADD. They want stuff that's going to, keep them engaged and, and whatnot. And so what we have the capabilities with and the features and the tools now, we can do far more than what we ever could do in the past, So it's great to see, that change. I mean, and just to, again, just to, the fact that we're always, when I wanted to kind of switch things up and kind of just get a better feel for things, like it's cool to see, what we've been able to do, over the last 8 years and changing things. So
absolutely. And by the way, I want to kind of announce a little bit ahead. I don't think she'd be upset with me for announcing, but the three of us are actually going to tag team a training session. Well, there's going to be 2 sessions at WFCT coming up in Orlando in September. And one of those sessions, the three of us are going to tag team, and we're probably going to talk a little bit from the stage. And then my thought has been that we might even break up into little learning pods, if you will. So if you want to learn more about website stuff, maybe you go over and do a little bit of breakaway session with Matt, a little bit of content creation, maybe Ronnie. We haven't filled out all the details, but the three of us are going to be doing a session at WFCT. And then I'm going to be doing another session also on utilizing AI in marketing in 2024. So, and we're all going to be there. Eye Magnet's going to have a booth at the show. So if you're planning on being at WFCT, plan on stopping by, bring your questions. We'd love to help. I love people to come by the booth and ask questions. We really want to educate people that work with us so that they understand digital marketing, because my belief is if they truly understand it, the value we bring to the table even becomes more apparent. So, but
absolutely. Yeah, I was just going to pick
one other thing too. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I've had my time.
Yeah, no, one other thing I just wanted to throw in there, Pat, too, is even just with this new merger that we have, in the past, there we go, Tint Wiz Cup.
Hey, here it is. Wait a second. Hustle and silent.
on display.
Make the noise. Tint Wiz. I love it. This is my daily coffee cup right here.
Nice.
Kind of jealous I don't have one over here, Pat. What's going on? We need to make some distributions. But no, I mean, even just the growth that we were kind of just talking about now, this new merger is that in the past, we've all, you and I especially had to play, we had to wear many hats, like we were kind of talking about, a little while ago. And, now with this new merger, it frees us up to really be able to focus on the things that we really love and that we're great at, and so I think that in and of itself is just going to be huge for just the continual growth of Eye Magnet and providing just great, services, for everyone that works with us. So.
Yeah, and if you guys haven't noticed too, I'm also I'm the old guy here now. I got 2 guys now that are really bringing a lot of energy, so it's keeping me younger too. But I'm super stoked to have them on board because, like I said, it's I still have a lot of energy and things like that for the business. But it's great to have people come in and bring new things to the table, and I happen to be very open to. It's not, hey, this is how we do it. It's this is how we did it yesterday, but that doesn't mean that's how we're going to do it tomorrow. And we're very open to continuing to evolve. And I think you're going to be pretty excited if you're currently working with Eye Magnet to see what the next couple months brings. And if you haven't been working with Eye Magnet, it may be a great time for people to reach out to us because I think you're catching us at a really good season in the company. So.
Absolutely.
What were you going to say, Ronnie?
I was just going to talk about the kind of the things that I've noticed over time. I think one of the things, at least with marketing wise, that a lot of people were trying to do was just put a bunch of stuff out. I guess it'd be if you were listening to Gary Vee and didn't really understand, you're just I'm just going to throw a bunch of stuff at the wall and kind of just get content out there. And sometimes that works. And the thing is a lot of that content is probably a little bit generic. And so whether it's you're just kind of pulling an image, throwing it, kind of going from there. And I think the shift since the pandemic is we've noticed a lot of customers in general, whether it's me or a window tint customer, you're going to be a little more particular about stuff. And so whether when it comes to marketing, you want things to be a little more personalized and make sure and help them kind of build that relationship. And that's something we've definitely have rung the bell on a lot is a customer is more of a relationship that you want them to come back and to revisit and bring their friends with. And so versus just saying, hey, I'm just going to throw stuff. If I get your money, that's fine. But I think the culture that we want to bring into a lot of different companies is to help build those relationships so that they have constant that traffic that comes back. And I think that's something that with what we've been looking forward to do in the future and kind of that shift is something I'm excited for, that I think is really going to help a lot of companies.
Yeah, for sure. And I think that, hey, I know we've got the scroll going, but if you happen to be listening in and you want the chance to win one of these Tint Wiz bags, we've got 3 different packages we're going to send out full of Tint Wiz gear. Thank you, Eric and the team, for that. Just leave a comment. Doesn't even have to be a question, anything like that. Just say hi, leave a comment. You do that, you're going to be entered to win one of the bags. So that being said, again, I appreciate everybody that's tuned in over the years. 100 episodes is, it's a lot of episodes to record. If you've ever done a podcast or ever done a live, doing 100 of them and coming up with new stuff each week and making sure you're not repeating yourself and doing the same things over and over is tough. I know Eric, Tint Wiz, has done, a lot of Tint Wisdoms too. And, we even are going to try to maybe come up with some different things we can do with Marketing Mondays. I think you might see more of this guy on my right, Matt. Is that my left? I guess my left. I don't know. You're going to maybe see more of Matt coming up and Ronnie, and just, maybe some of the questions are going to be more technical oriented stuff and, things like, what to look for when you're hosting your website. I mean, a lot of people look at hosting as like, okay, just, buy the, buy a company's $10 package, and you don't understand all the different things you might be missing with that package. And if you start adding those things in, what that cost is going to be, the speed of your website, the memory of the server, so that if there's a lot of traffic at certain times of the day, your website doesn't slow down. Things like, there's a lot involved with hosting, and a lot of people think it's just a one size fits all. Pay the $12.99 a month, but there's a lot of things I think Matt can really explain that I could even probably learn from, that are really involved in the depths of like actually the server and everything that's all involved with that. So I'm looking forward to Matt being involved in some of these Marketing Mondays to share some of that information as well.
Yeah, I think looking forward, I think we also like to get some guests on too. I think whether it's other experts in the fields or possibly people in the window film industry to just kind of discuss certain things and that are happening, so that we can all kind of discuss and do that. So there's lots of things that we want to do with this show. If you guys have ideas or things that you would like to see, you can leave a comment, email us. I'll put our stuff back up so you at least can see my email. But yeah, we want things to keep rolling.
Yep. And again, as far as things with regard to the company, I know I even had some people at the recent, when I was down at Dinner Battles, asking if I was retiring or something like that. I'm still going to be involved with Eye Magnet. In fact, the clients that we're working with and the people that are looking to work with Eye Magnet may even have more access to me now than they even had before, because of the assets that we've brought in that allow me to free me up to be even more client facing. So again, it's not a pool. It just is positioning us to where we can all spend time where we have our most strengths. Because again, we basically merged 3 agencies that all had their strength into one agency. And the beauty of it is all 3 agencies had a different area that they were strong in. So by merging them together, we actually created a situation where it wasn't just 1 + 1 + 1 = 3. It's like 1 + 1 + 1 = 5. Like by bringing the 3 of us together, it actually is more than just the sum of its parts, which I'm pretty happy about. Cindy, who you saw on the intro, does a lot of copywriting and editing and things like that for us. So there may even be some opportunities to get her on one of these lives to talk a little bit about that. So we're excited about the future, and hopefully you guys are too. We're going to close out here in a minute, but I'm going to give everybody one more chance to leave a comment if you happen to be tuned in, because the only way you can be entered to win one of these bags is by leaving a comment. So now's your chance. You've got about another 2 minutes to leave a comment. And if you've left a comment, I think, Ronnie, are you going to do a live drawing? Like, we're going to finish this off with like a live drawing to say who gets these things. So you've got about 2 minutes before Ronnie starts to make a list of the names and to choose who gets these. So leave a comment, any comment. Zach, I saw you just left, did a let's go comment. That's enough. You're entered. You're entered in. Again, everybody's entered. Thanks, Mark, for the talk about the new office. Yeah, I love it. But yeah, the only person that's not entered in this list of people who have commented would be, let me think, Eric Devash, because I don't think Eric wants another bag of his Tint Wiz stuff, and Cadeau, because I don't think Cadeau wants it either. So it sounds like he said he's got a living room full of bags. So he's all set. But anyway, these bags have a lot of stuff in them, and some of the stuff that's in them isn't even available anymore. So the people that win them are going to be pretty stoked about it. So Ronnie will reach out to you after we choose and get addresses, and we'll get these mailed out. So I'm going to call it 1 more minute on leaving a comment. If anybody's in here that hasn't commented, leave a comment and you're going to be entered. But if you don't leave a comment, you can't win. So you got any parting words to say, Matt, as far as that goes?
Oh, I'm obviously, this is wild, 100 episodes down here, man. Just again, as I was watching through that, intro video, even just look the look, of even you, and just the, your changes, visual changes, and obviously you went through what you did, but just seeing, this thing trekking away and all this, the value that's come from the 100 episodes so far and what's to come after is pretty incredible. So super stoked to just be a part of this thing and continue to bring awesome value to everyone that we can help with. So very excited for all that's to come. Absolutely.
By the way, too, David can't win either. He's part of the Tint Wiz team too. So,
I thought so.
The guys that commented have a really good chance to win. I mean, if you're on right now, if you're still listening and you drop a comment in, you've got a really good chance to win, because there's not that many people that are entered right now that left a comment. We actually have a decent amount of comments, but a lot of the people that left comments aren't really eligible to win. So you've got a really good chance. I'm actually going to put down the thing and say we've actually had 252 people have tuned into the podcast. So a lot of people have, but so Zach knows the exact number. Shows 5. So you got a 1. If you put a comment in right now in the next 30 seconds, you got a 1 in 6 chance. And there's 3 bags. So you've got a 1 in 2 chance of winning one of the bags. So
all right.
20 seconds. Anybody? All right.
I don't see anyone.
Let's go ahead and pull the first one out.
All right. First one. And this is the official Tint Wiz hat, and it's upside down. Our first winner, Johnny Blades.
Johnny Blades. There it is, Johnny. I'll be sending this out to you, a full bag of Tint Wiz stuff. So number 2, we will do the Little Whistler lunchbox full of stuff and a couple other flags and a really sweet Tint Wiz hat too. So that's the second person.
All right, and that winner is Eric. Bravo. Skin Stack.
Nice.
All right, Zach, I'm rooting for you, man. You left a lot of comments and stuff like that. So we'll see. This is the last bag full of stuff. I mean, you can see the size of this bag. It is absolutely full of Tint Wiz stuff. So congratulations, Eric. Congratulations, Johnny.
All right, last one.
Final one, huh?
Oops. Is Mark. Sorry, Zach.
Mark Blanton. Sorry, Zach. I know
Sorry, Rob.
you commented a bunch. Sorry. But Mark, you'll be getting this bag. So Johnny's getting the other one. You're getting this bag. They're very similar. They got a lot of the same things. So that being said, Ronnie's going to take care of reaching out to you guys offline, get him your address, and we will get these shipped out by the end of this week for sure to you guys. So thanks,
Zach,
everybody, for playing.
Zach, I'll send you some window film tools I have at home. I'll send those to you just because you were awesome.
Yeah, Zach, I will dig around. I will find something to send you, Zach. So you give Ronnie your information, and Zach, we've got enough stuff. I will find something to send you away. I
got a box, Patrick. We'll be good.
All right.
I will replay the video for anybody who didn't see it at the beginning. I want to thank everybody. Thank you, Patrick. Thank you, Matthew, for joining us. And thank you, everybody that came and watched. We really appreciate you guys coming. And hopefully we'll see you in the next 100 episodes or 200. We'll see.
Thanks, everybody.
Awesome. Looking forward to it. Thanks, guys.
See ya. Patric Fransko. If we haven't met, I appreciate you guys tuning in. This is a session that we're going to be calling Marketing Monday. I've been asked a lot of questions with regard to marketing, specifically for small to medium-sized businesses like most window film shops. Hopefully be able to answer the questions that I talk to people about every day, but on a broader scale. Hello, everybody. It's Patric Fransko. I'm here on a Monday, not another episode of Marketing Monday. Welcome to another episode of Marketing Monday. Marketing Mondays. I'm Patric Fransko. Aaron West, excited to come back this week. We got a bunch of information to share with you.
Marketing Mondays number 50. Number 50.
Marketing Mondays number 65. Episode 78.
Marketing Mondays number 84, everybody.
84, man. We are getting up there.
This is Marketing Mondays number 88.
This is Marketing Mondays number 90.
This is Marketing Mondays 95. Welcome to Marketing Mondays 98. Welcome to Marketing Mondays 99.
99. One more.
Congrats, Patrick, on 100 episodes. It's awesome to have been a part of about half of all of these. I think I started editing on episode 50. So this is huge. I'm excited. I'm excited for today. Thank you so much for making me a part of this. I look forward to everything that we're going to be doing in the future.
Hello, this is Eric. Congrats on the 100 episodes, Patrick, and thank you for everything you do for the industry.
Hey, Patrick. I heard you've done 100 episodes. Congratulations. That's really cool. Have a great day and good luck on 100 more. Thanks. Bye.
Congrats on 100 Marketing Mondays. Only somebody like you that likes to talk so much could pull something like that off.
Congratulations on your 100th episode.
Congratulations, Pat, on the 100th episode of Marketing Mondays. Excited to see where you guys take this in the future. Take care.
Pat, 100 episodes of Marketing Mondays. Congratulations, man. You definitely have so much to share with others, and looking forward to seeing what the next 100 bring. Cheers, brother.
Hey, Patrick, congratulations on 100 episodes. Thank you for everything you've done for GeoShield. Thank you for everything you've done for the industry. Keep it up. You're the man.
Hey,
Thanks.
Patrick, congrats on 100. You definitely don't look that old, so keep it up. Oh, congrats on 100 episodes. Congrats on 100 episodes. Keep it up, Patrick. Marketing Mondays.